Every great footballing story starts somewhere, and this one starts by the sea. My name's White Callum, and welcome to the Ferry Tales.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your host for today, Mr. White Callum.
Welcome to the Ferry Tales, my FM26 journey with Scottish football club Stranraer, the third oldest club in Scottish history, and one that's famous for its connection across the water with Northern Ireland. But this is more than a rebuild. This is a voyage. A save built on local roots, Celtic connections, and a whole lot of youth potential. The mission? To take Stranraer from the low leagues of Scottish football to uncharted heights, one ferry trip at a time. But every captain needs rules before they set sail, and these rules will be the ones that join us on our journey. Rule number 1, the Celtic crossing rule. At least from the start, we will only be allowed to sign players from Scotland and Northern Ireland. Rule 2, the homegrown horizon rule. We are going to prioritise youth during this save, and we want at least 2 youth academy players promoted every season. And finally, a bit of fun. The ferry's captain rule. Every time we have a long journey, and from Stranraer there's quite a few, we will elect a ferry captain. So, we've had all the story setting. Hopefully you understand the rules. If you don't, please let me know in the comments and I can clarify those. Equally, we'll be streaming over on Twitch, which will be the main place we'll be doing this content. So we'll be doing a little bit on YouTube, but more so on the Twitch channel, which is named White Callum, just like our YouTube channel as well. Please do consider clicking follow over there and clicking subscribe on the YouTube channel as well. It's something that I'm looking to build. Gain more eyes on the channel. We've been doing Slough for an awful long time. Now we're here at Stranraer. I'm not sure why I went small for that bit. I don't really know. I'm back to being big again. However, one thing I want to bring up straight away is my good friend DeeBoiPlays, Dan, who has made jingles on this channel throughout the entirety of FM24. He's one of the main reasons people like watching my content. Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. He has made a new jingle for our save. It's called Stranraer. You ready? Here we go. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know where bagpipes are. I was trying to air bagpipe there, and it's not something I've ever done before. I think it's this, or is it higher? I'm not sure. Is it like a flute? I'm not really sure. Stranraer, DeeBoiPlays, loads and loads of love for him in the comments. That if you're going to say anything in the comments, just say Dan's brilliant, because my goodness, the amount of time he gives up to the community, and me especially, to make these incredible bits of music. What a guy. So why Stranraer, you ask? How dare you? How dare you ask that? But they're the third oldest club in Scotland. They sat in the William Hill League 2, which is nice and lengthy, amongst loads of classic Scottish teams: Annan Athletic, Clyde, East Kilbride, Elgin City, Forfar, Spartan, Stirling, Dumbarton and Edinburgh City. But Stranraer were the team that stood out for me. I wanted a save with a bit of story behind it. I want to create a narrative. I also wanted to get a team who have maybe not been to the heights to get there and to succeed. Cards on the table, I've never done a Scottish save, let alone a long-term Scottish save. I know how hard it is to topple the big boys. We're a little way off there, but obviously that will be the main aim of the save. Founded in 1870, they are a semi-professional team, nicknamed the Blues, and have 3 genuinely wonderful kits. I probably need to buy one of these, don't I? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the away kit looks absolutely beautiful, but maybe it'll have to be the home kit. Well, I have checked on the club site and they're £60. So, I mean, if anyone at Stranraer can hook me up, I'd appreciate it. We then move on to the squad, which is an unknown squad to us. Obviously, it's a squad that is playing in the League 2 of Scotland. And, I mean, I've done a little bit of research into Stranraer in real life, and there's a couple of players that are standing out to me straight away. Bang, bang, Deryn Lang. a player who's quite well known within the Stranraer setup. This is his third season at Stranraer after basically being a stalwart, 57 games for the club. At 26 years of age, he's born in 1999. That hurts my heart as a 34-year-old. And he has a jingle.
They call it bang, bang, Deryn Lang. When you need a goal, Deryn Lang is your man. His name is bang, bang, Deryn Lang. He's gonna do all that he can because he's Deryn Lang.
You can just imagine in the crowd. Load of headbangers. Deryn Lang, bang, bang, Deryn Lang. And obviously, because he has a song, that's a legitimate Stranraer song, by the way. That's not one I've made up. A legitimate Stranraer song. Deryn Lang, we're going to try and take him as far as we possibly can. Matthew Gillies, I'm going to go with Gillies for the time being, until I'm corrected, probably by Matthew himself, is an 18-year-old on loan from Hearts and looks like a really solid option, both in defence and in defensive midfield. We'll be starting him in midfield, but he's got some 11s and 12s in there, so we've got to take this lad seriously. Arguably, our key player is Mark Russell, who can almost play in every position. He likes it on the left-hand side and has clearly got good technique there. Once again, we've got 11s and 12s, and we've even got an outrageous 14 for natural fitness. He's a good penalty taker, he's a good free kick taker, but with our captain of the Ferry rule, that might be irrelevant for some away games. But Mark Russell, I feel like, is going to be quite an effective player. At 29, we won't have him for long, though. Lewis Reed is a left-footed centre-half who can head it, can tackle. He's very slow, but I'm finding that seems to be the case with the majority of my squad. Basically, I've got 2 or 3 players who can run, and they're in the team because of it. But Lewis Reed looks like a really solid 6'4" centre-half. Now, in Scotland, it caught me off guard because they have got a thing called the Premier Sports Cup. And on the 12th of July, we've got a game straight away, and it's against St Mirren, which we will be playing very, very shortly. However, there's some business to attend. It's been very early, but that hasn't stopped me potentially bringing in a player. You are not going to believe the name of this player that I have found for a series called The Ferry Tales. Mark Ferry. Mark Ferry for the Ferry Tales. He's 19 years of age. He's a Scot, so he obviously can be signed. He's played for Motherwell, Stenhousemuir and Bonnyrigg Rose as well. I think we've got a potential prospect here, but let's face it. His name is Mark Ferry. We absolutely have to sign him, don't we? The only caveat to this is we have a wage budget with £420. We're giving him £400 of it. Is it worth it? We're about to find out together. That's hilarious. I didn't sign him in time. Because it's kick-off now, he hasn't joined. So we're not even going to see him in this game. Absolutely fantastic. But that's fine because we will line up in this team. Obviously, I've not introduced you to the whole team just yet because why would we? Let's learn them as we go. I have not watched this in a game at all. I didn't watch the first pre-season friendly. So this is it. We're playing St Mirren in our opening game. And yes, I'm talking about St Mirren who are in the SPL. This might be a bit of a horrible first game we face. So we'll be lining up with Lane in goal, Doherty, Ruff, Reed and Eckerpoint at left back. Hughes and Gillies will be in defensive midfield with Dolan and Russell out wide, with O'Donnell and bang bang Deryn Lang up front. So the first team talk is going well. Absolutely no reaction whatsoever. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. Doherty, Eckerpoint and Dolan are happy about that. Everyone else is like, pardon, who are you again? So here we go, St Mirren lining up with quite a defensive formation. Stranraer in there, much more attacking. 4-2-2-2 with no faces. And we're off here in our first ever game for Stranraer. I mean, it's weird. It's weird. It's a new save. It's a new dawn. In FM24, I did 1 save and it lasted 2 years. It feels very, very strange to be managing a completely different side. But here we are, taking on an SPL side. And after 9 minutes, we haven't conceded. Am I Jose Mourinho? I might be indeed. Here's our first highlight of the game with Fraser for St Mirren picking up. We are, of course, in the blue and white shorts with blue socks. So Gojic now has it. Into Freckleton. Over to John. John whips it over to Taylor. Taylor over behind to Mandron. Is that Mikel Mandron? You're joking me. He smashed it past Lane a bit too easily. Luckily for us, it's offside. I know who that is. As I said, I don't really know the context of this cup, and this is something that why I wanted to manage in Scotland, was because I just don't know enough about Scottish football, really. As Gillies picks this up into bang bang, Deryn Lang. Lang's in behind it. Deryn Lang, you are joking me. Oh my goodness, what a chance for Deryn Lang as the keeper saves it behind me. Almost took the lead there against St Mirren. Corner here for St Mirren. It's been a very, very even game so far, as Taylor will take this one towards Mandron, who heads over the bar. Doherty now at right back into Dolan. Back to Doherty. Hughes plays it through to O'Donnell. Lovely ginger hair on O'Donnell. Dolan. Nice football here from Stranraer, you know. Dolan chips it over to Doherty, the right back. Doherty through to Dolan again. The baby-faced assassin. Russell, oh my words, what a goal! It's the first goal of the save. And you're gonna hear Stranraer. What a volley from Russell. You're gonna hear Stranraer. Wow, that was an unbelievable finish. The baby-faced assassin is a nickname that's been given by the Stranraer commentators for Dolan, by the way, and we will be using that for as long as we can. And Russell, I mean, I was told he was the key man, but goodness me, I wasn't expecting a goal of that calibre. We're beating St Mirren. I mean, have we won the save already at this point? Richardson down this right-hand side, straight away from the kickoff. Mandron heads it down. John into Mandron, plays it across. It's an unbelievable save. Oh no, and St Mirren have equalised. The save from Lane initially was brilliant. Then a very cheeky back heel from Ayunga caught everyone off guard, and Fraser Taylor taps into the empty net. We survived how many seconds of the second half? I don't know. I mean, that save from Lane was unbelievable. This little flick from Ayunga. I mean, how are you supposed to play against that? And Taylor makes it 1-1, 35 seconds into the second half. Okay, 58 minutes in here. We haven't seen a highlight since that equalising goal, as the baby-faced assassin comes down the right-hand side. Did we just call him Baby? Assassin? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we call him. As Bacchus now brings it forward. Ayunga, the skillful striker, plays it through. Ayunga's in here again. Ayunga takes it on and scores for St Mirren. The early excitement in that first half has been completely ruined by Jonah Ayunga. He looks quite good, doesn't he? Hey, but we'll always have that moment, won't we? We'll always have that Russell moment. We took the lead, and that's the most important thing. I'm at the start of the save where I don't even know where people play. I see a load of names out. I haven't got a clue who any of them are. Dominic Plank is a man on loan, and he has a brilliant name, so I'm going to bring him on for the baby-faced assassin. Unfortunately, after giving him a jingle, Deryn Lang having a terrible game, so we'll take him off, and we'll bring on Ray, I think. You know what? Let's bring on Edgar. I think he could do a job up there. Not that I know him in any way. And we've got one more sub to potentially make in the central areas. Let's take off Hughes and bring on Stuart, because I remembered the name Stuart Little, the film, you know, the little mouse. So I think that's enough to bring him on. There's a highlight immediately here. As the subs come on, could they? Is Stuart little? If Stuart is little, it would be absolutely incredible. Doherty with a throw into Stuart. He's not that little. That's a bit disappointing. Gillies through to O'Donnell. Back to Gillies. He's taken down there, clearly fouled, and yet they play on. It's the big team bias. Mandron's through. Mandron, he's got a lot of pace. He's very large as well. What a save from Lane. The young lad on loan makes a brilliant bit of goalkeeping. Dojic over to Freckleton now. St Mirren still with the 2-1 lead with 20 minutes to go, as John takes on Doherty and beats him a bit too easily there, really. John crosses in towards Mandron. It's well saved again from Lane. I tell you what, he's probably made the best impression so far on me. And his rating would back that up as well. A 7.8 for a goalkeeper is absolutely outrageous. 87 minutes on the clock as Edgar is played through. Referee. I mean, how's that not a foul? The corruption at this level is unbelievable. As Taylor now gives it into Bacchus, back to Taylor. How's that not a foul? Ayunga into Sobowali. Mandron over the bar. Doesn't even matter. He's not my player. Lane from that goal kick into Ekapont. Russell. I was just going to talk about his goal again. Ayunga shouldn't have thought about his goal. Jonah Ayunga has sealed the game for St Mirren, and it looks like we'll be walking away. Is it with no points? I don't really understand what this cup is. Are we out? And after the excitement of taking the lead against St Mirren, we do come out with a 3-1 loss. I think Josh Lane in goal for us as well had a pretty exceptional game on a 7.7. So it looks like we've been put into a group. We find ourselves in Group E, where we are obviously bottom of the league because we just lost. We've got Ayr United, St Mirren, Hamilton and Cayley Braves. What a great name Cayley Braves is. The big news on the street is the Ferry Tale can begin. I mean, it's slightly spelt wrong, but let's just pretend it's correct. The Ferry Tale is in. Mark Ferry, he's got a bit of pace about him. He can't really finish. He's good in the air. He's only 5'10". Is this good? I don't know. Is this good at this level? I mean, according to his star rating, which you can't see behind me, he's 3.5 stars, which is pretty good, isn't it? Let's hope he's good. Just for a frame of reference as well, this is the situation we've taken on here at Stranraer with regards to the staffing. We've got a manager. It's me. No, I'm the manager. We've got a head of youth development. We've got 2 out of 3 coaches. No assistant manager. So that's what we're looking to get there. I've already managed to persuade the board to give us an extra coach. We've got no chief scout. We've got no director of football. We had no scouts. I have got a scout in. We have got no physios. We're not allowed a doctor. And we have 1 head physio. Basically, there's barely any of us here. I've got to be honest, I'm picking the team for the next game here against Hamilton, which is once again another tricky game. I'm noticing we basically have no defenders and we have loads of attackers. Probably something I should have checked beforehand, especially before spending the majority of our budget on a striker. But Ferry is important because he gives us this option here. So out of possession, he then becomes an attacking midfielder rather than staying up front with Lang. It just gives a little bit more flexibility and a bit more, in my opinion, defensive stability. However, more defensive stability would have been signing some defenders, probably. I absolutely love the fact I'm giving Mark Ferry of the Ferry Tales the number 26. It's FM 26. He's literally the poster boy of the save. Now, this is a significant one because this is our first sighting of Stranraer's ground. You will have seen a little bit in the preamble at the start of this episode of the actual ground itself. And you can see it's not dissimilar to what the ground is in game. They've talked a lot about having, more non-league grounds look different to the bigger Premier League grounds. And it certainly does. Look at the beautiful trees. I think you can all agree the trees look incredible. And there are all the Stranraer fans waving at us. Wave back, everyone. Wave. Rough knocks it on towards Ferry, who doesn't win that one. Simpson now for Hamilton. Academical? I believe it's Hamilton Academical, isn't it? McGowan over to Lowry. Now, I really, really want to see Ferry do something. Create that Ferry Tale. It's crossed in. Oh my goodness, Ella Henderson completely misses it, and then they hit the side net in. Welcome to Scotland. For legal reasons, and just in case Henderson is watching, I know your name isn't Ella Henderson. I just sometimes like to do that when I don't know the names of players, which I'm learning, okay, I'm learning. Ella's conceded. Unbelievable. It's disallowed, it's fine. I've discovered Ella's name is Ewan, so sorry, Ewan. McKinstry now for Hamilton, into Smith, brings it forward for Hamilton. Good tackle that from Russell, our goal scorer, don't forget. Am I getting a favourite player early here? Maybe. Bradley, through to Robinson. Oh no, and Ella, Ewan Henderson is beaten. I know you're probably wondering, why have I dropped my goalkeeper after he had such a good game in the last one? He actually plays for Hamilton. He's on loan from Hamilton, so he is not cup-tied. What do you call it? Not cup-tied. Team-tied? What is it? Team-tied. I'm going to go with team-tied. It's definitely not that. We're 1-0 down, by the way. Corner here. Bradley into Lowry. Gives it off to McGowan. Back to Bradley, the corner taker. Into Simpson. Simpson off to Bradley. Looked offside there, but apparently not. Simpson. The Simpsons. Bradley. Homer. Over to Bart. Into Maggie. It's Marge. Over to Lisa. Oh no, it's disallowed. We're fine. I was running out of Simpsons, so that worked out quite well. Smith now just before half-time here for Hamilton as McGowan, and that is half-time. I did a bit of research into this cup in between games, and apparently it's the 22nd most prestigious cup in the world. I don't know what that means. I don't know what this cup is. It feels like a pre-season tournament, but my gut is saying it maybe isn't a pre-season tournament. Anyway, we lost our first game. We're potentially going to lose our second. Free kick here for Hamilton. I'm over the moon to say that Ferry is on a 6.3. What a debut. As Smith knocks it over the bar of Ella Henderson. Must have been like seeing a ghost. I've forgotten another. What else does Ella Henderson say? I'm not sure. Gillies over to Russell. Back into Russell again. Gillies. I mean, how many times do you want to play it to each other? There's Ferry. Look at him. Oh, he's so good. What a signing. Here he goes again, Ferry. Oh, look at that. That's quality. That's top quality. Long ball to Russell. Who's going to keep this in, our captain? Russell. Over to Cole. Back to Russell. Get it in. Get it in. Oh, no, Deryn Lang. It's a big chance to equalise.
They call him Bang Bang Deryn Lang.
No, Turn it off. It's Rowley Smith. He didn't score. I'm not allowed to play his jingle. Over to McKinstry now. Simpson. I'd assume that one was Marge. McGowan. Off to McKinstry. Takes on Cole at left back. He whips it deep. It's a good header away by Ruff. Stone! Oh my goodness, it's off the bar. It clatters the bar. And McKinstry will now pick this back up after that really good deep cross. Rowley. Back to McKinstry. Back to Rowley. There's lots of passes to and from, isn't there? Stone. End of highlight. Bradley down the right-hand side for Hamilton here. Interesting, the squares on the pitch. What is going on with the pitch? I've literally just realised that. What is going on with the pitch? Gallagher into McKinstry. Stone. Gallagher. McKinstry shoots. Oh my goodness, it's wide of Ewan's post. I really want to call him Ella all the time. So it looks like we're going to start our Stranraer career with 2 losses. That's good, isn't it? If you're watching from Stranraer, I promise I'm better than this. Interesting. Ruby Richmond says Stranraer are expected to lose heavily, but the final scoreline was much closer. So maybe, wait a second, maybe I'm brilliant at this. Mark Ferry had a fairly torrid time out there on his debut. See, they've clearly never read a fairy tale because fairy tales never go right at the start, do they? Now, there's 10 teams in the William Hill League 2. I'm also noticed 2 of them have points deductions. Dumbarton on a -5 points deduction and Edinburgh City on a -15 points deduction. And when they talk about the promotion odds, they have named Spartans, East Kilbride, Elgin City, Clyde and Annan Athletic. So if they're 5 of the teams and the 2 teams have got points deduction, we're just one of the other 3 who are just going to be there, I think, this season. So naturally, I thought we'd start looking for potentially lone defenders to bring in to just bolster our squad a little bit. Kelsey Ewan here is being bid on from Stenhousemuir. He's been bid on from Beath Juniors, Hill of Beath, Genefield Swifts and Kilwinning Rangers. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I've never heard of any of those teams before, but the fact a junior team and a literal hill are offering for him, what is going on here in Scotland? My first issue with the staff change is obviously we used to have numbers here. Now, I've got competent, average, reasonable, good. I would assume good is the best out of those, but reasonable, competent and average, they all sound like the same thing. I'm assuming because average is slightly brighter in colour, that means that's the best one and competent is slightly better than reasonable. I don't really know. They're odd words, aren't they? It's all a bit of a muchness. We've settled on Northern Irish comedian Chris Ramsey. I don't believe I always thought he was from Newcastle, that sort of way, but apparently he's Northern Irish. So we're going to get in a few jokes and laughs. Maybe they'll invite me on the podcast. What do you mean it's not the same one? So we've got the Cayley Braves next up, and I'll be honest with you, we've lost our first 2 games. I assume we're not going to do particularly well in the Premier Sports Cup, so I'll bring you the highlights of the next 2 games very, very briefly. He gets inside, Lang! Oh! Plank beats his man, Plank! Oh, it's a brilliant save. Headed away, Gillies into Ferry, Ferry! Oh! Stewart now for the Cayley Braves. Walker, long ball. It's cleared away as it. Doherty picks it up and does really well there. The right back drives now. Doherty into Plank on this right hand side now. Brilliant ball through. It's Lang. He's got to be, isn't it? Lang scores.
Bang, bang, Deryn Lang. When you need a goal, Deryn Lang is your man. His name is Bang Bang Deryn Lang. He's got to do
Get ready to head bang.
because he's Deryn Lang.
Headbutting too much. That was too much. Russell with a corner now. 51 minutes on the clock. Could he? Russell to the back post. It's in to the back of the net. Gillies.
We got the power of Scotland. Come on, stick it in the goal, 'cause we are the champions. And
You're gonna hear a strong roar. You're gonna hear a strong roar. BJ Cole now on the left hand side. 72 minutes on the clock. Reed into Ruff. Ruff. Long ball through. Ferry's in. Is it a fairy tale? Ferry! Oh, what a chance. 2-0. So I've just signed a player on a free loan deal, mainly because we have no money and we need a defender. His name is Mersey and he might be bad at football. I mean, he's not awful, is he? He can't really kick a ball, but defensively, he's quite quick. He can head it. He's 6 foot tall. He's an option. He's an option there. Who would have thought it? Scott Brown, that lovely bloke who used to play for Celtic, believes I may struggle. I mean, I love the fact we've got a rival in episode 1. We're going to give Mercia a debut in this one against Ayr. It looks like unless we beat Ayr, it's very unlikely we will do anything in this competition. So another bit of a free hit, really. Here's the highlights. So obviously my extensive knowledge of Stranraer has given me the great insight that actually this is a derby. I definitely knew, and I definitely now know. And the fact that me and the manager already got a bit of beef is beautiful. It's beautiful. Ayr are a team who are in a much higher division than us. However, they've now got a target on their back. Why does our pitch have these squares on it? I just don't get it. Lane with an early delivery out to Doherty now on the right hand side. Doherty into Plank. Plank chips it towards Ferry. Go on, Mark. Mark Ferry in behind. Still going. Ferry back to Plank. Chips it towards Russell. Knocks it down. Ah! Bang, bang. You ready to head bang? Come on, everyone. It's too much. Lang through to Ferry. Oh, Mitchell cuts that one out. That's annoying. David Mitchell. No way. I loved him in Peep Show. Mitchell into Holt. Off to McMahon. Murphy into Yuri. Mackenzie. Good tackle there from Reed. Russell now. And that's the end of the half. Hold on. What's that? What's that I can hear? Are they the faint tears of Scott Brown? The tears of regret? It's one and a half time. 66 minutes on the clock here. Holt for Ayr. McMahon. Into Murphy, the captain. Mackenzie. Aiken. McAllister. Knocks it into Main. Warbrick. Beats his man a bit too easily there, Warbrick. Down the right side. It's crossed the back post. Murphy heads it on. Oh no, Curtis Main. Oh, that is disappointing. Ferry now on the right side. He's fouled. Referee. He's fouled. Free kick here by Russell to the back post. Oh, what a chance for Ferry. It hit the upright. Mitchell now into Holt. Seconds remaining in this game. Holt back to King. Into Aiken. Aiken knocks it over to Woodbrick. Not Woodbrick, Warbrick. What do you mean it's penalties? Holt steps up. Oh, scores. Captain of the Ferry. Captain Mark Russell. Great pen. Look at the fans, they're going wild. Murphy now. Puts him the wrong way. BJ Cole. Steps up. Smashes it home. Come on, BJ. Main against Lane. It rhymes. It's meant to be. He's saving this. You watch. Go on, Lane. Oh, such a bad pen. Why are the fans behind the goal not reacting at all? And then the fans in the corner absolutely loving it. I'm not really sure what's going on. Hunter steps up for us. Hunter puts in the wrong way. McMahon against Lane. It doesn't rhyme. It doesn't rhyme at all. McMahon scores. It's our centre half, number 4, Louis Reed. Steps up. Reed with his left. Scores. Great pen. 4-4. Nobody's missed. Yuri steps up against Lane here for Ayr. Yuri takes a deep breath and hits the post. Come on. We have the chance to win it. I don't know who's taking this. Gillies, the man on loan, steps up to be a hero in the derby. Gillies, come on. Got it in there. Incredible scenes. Stranraer beat Ayr. Love it. They're all celebrating up there. So that meant we finished Group E in 4th on 5 points. St Mirren winning it with 11 points. They were definitely the best side we faced. Ayr and Hamilton both getting 7 points, and Katie Braves unfortunately getting 0. So that is the first of the Ferry Tales. Apologies, it was a bit of a long one. I felt it was important that we got all of that competition in there. I hope you can join me for the journey. The next bit of content will be over on Twitch, where we'll start our league campaign against Forfar. How far will we go? Get it? Because if you've made it this far, then that joke's probably toppled you over the edge. Genuinely, thank you so much for watching. Please do consider clicking that subscribe button and the like button as well. Why not while you're there? It's all free and it all makes my day, so why not do that? This is going to be quite the journey. I can feel it already. It's bubbling under. Come and join us on our fairy tale. See you next time.